Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Berseria, where after we set off to find Terra Island, finding it just to be the Norman homelands, we then come back and learn of a penguin that could talk, starting us off with a battle with Jude, of all people. Sorry, Jude.
Yeah, I turned back into a penguin. No matter.
Wait, why are you so intent on fighting us when you're outnumbered?
I have to protect my fellow penguins from the likes of poachers like you.
Poachers?
We're not poachers, I swear. We just came here to see a talking penguin.
Really? But then, why did you guys say you eat penguins?
Sorry, I guess we should have explained more clearly. This one will eat anything.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And as for me, the only penguin I ever eat is what I buy properly at the market.
We're not good people, but we're not those kinds of villains either.
Oh, well in that case, I should apologize for jumping to conclusions and picking a fight. I just ran into some penguin poachers earlier, and I'm afraid I'm a little on edge right now.
Those must be the other people who've spotted you here. They're all sick and dead just from the shock of meeting you. Small fries like them, I bet they'll think twice before they try to poach another animal.
So, what are you then? Some special representative of penguin kind?
No, I'm Jude Mathis. I'm a medical student from Riza Maxia.
A medical student from Rize Maxia?
It's in a different world from yours. Actually, I'm a human just like you all, but somehow I was flung into this dimension, and when I came to, I looked like this.
So, basically, you're a human from another world, but when you came here, it made you turn into a penguin?
This story of yours, quite a tale. The whole thing's pretty hard to believe.
It certainly is. However, when I was lost and confused, the penguins here were kind to me and took me in as their own. I wanted to repay the favor to them since they've done so much for me.
So you've been protecting them from any poachers who come.
But don't you have bigger things to worry about right now? Looks to me like you're too soft-hearted.
I get that a lot.
Well, we've heard your story. But even if it is true, it doesn't sound like there's anything we can do for you.
Don't worry about me. I'll figure out how to get home on my own, one way or another. The problem is that a friend of mine got sent to this world with me, but I haven't been able to find her. My hunch is that she's also turned into a penguin. You haven't heard of any other talking penguins, have you?
Can't say I have. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What kind of person is this friend of yours? Maybe we'll run into her later.
Her name is Mila. She has pretty red eyes and long golden hair. She carries herself with dignity and possesses a commanding presence. What else? Oh, and one of her quirks is that whenever she sees something tasty, she drools.
That's an interesting quirk.
You mean she actually drools?
Also, she's known as the Lord of Spirits because she's accompanied by 4 summon spirits with command over the elements.
Ooh, Lord of Spirits. How royal sounding.
Got it. If we hear anything, we'll let you know.
It may be hard, but try to keep your spirits up, Jude.
Thank you all so much. I hope you guys get a lead on Mila.
You care about her even more than yourself.
Well, how do I put it?
I've been trying
She's
to poke
just
her for years.
a really special person to me, I guess.
Fair enough.
Maybe he'll have better luck as a penguin trying to get a... Oh, stuff
You learned
happened.
some stuff, and you got a mini Jude.
Ooh. Stuff.
Why are we fighting Jude?
I don't want a mini Jude.
You don't...
The mini people are poo. Don't like them as accessories.
They don't have the right eyebrows.
A talking penguin? I
thought
didn't turn
about
that up,
moldy hair.
right? No, that penguin was very real. Or rather, it seems to actually be a human named Jude.
He said he came from another world. No matter how much we see, life is still full of mysteries, isn't it?
He's got guts, I'll give him that. It'd be nice if we could help him somehow.
He's kind to Pengyons, too.
If he was telling the truth, that would make him a castaway from another dimension. We seafarers always help out anyone who's adrift.
Personally, I'm curious about this Mila girl, the Lord of Spirits.
You go, friend.
She might have a connection to the Four Empyreans, or even Inominat himself.
Seems unlikely, but I suppose anything's possible. Just in case, I'll keep everything Jude the Pengyon told us in mind.
So that'll actually open up a new quest for us now, to find Mila.
Mila Pengyon.
Right, let's do our comedy gig then.
Where that?
At the dock.
The dock. Okay.
Bit of surfing. I guess this will have to serve as the Tales of Berseria 2 post-game. They went from their land after we completed it, and they become penguins, and then we beat them up.
It was nice of them to put this in the game so we didn't have to bother finishing Xillia.
Yeah. We did finish it.
To the standards of your fans.
To my solo standards is what you would call it. Right.
Where is this guy then?
Yeah.
Fussin' Mussin' Russin'.
It says it's at the dock, so press
Is it-
square.
He might be beneath us. I
Yeah,
just
that's
realised.
what I was going to say, press square and then use the thing.
Whee!
Nope.
No.
This is why opening the map's the best thing,
Nah.
because it tells you what to do. Right, it says, talk to Barry Usodox and hold performance. If you go on it now.
In
Where's
the inn.
that? In the inn, in the tavern.
In the tavern. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That's why I was really confused when we went to that other inn.
It said
'cause I was
docks,
like,
though. I guess this is a dock. It's not the dock, but it's the docks. Ish.
Yeah.
The Abbey is telling everyone to stay away from the Palamides ruins because a vicious demon has settled in them. It's a real nasty piece of work. Likes to call its buddies over just to devour them. And it's only getting more aggressive over time. Not even the exorcists have been able to keep it under control. If you know what's good for you, you'll all stay away from there too.
A demon that devours other demons and gets more brutal. That sounds like venomization.
If it's bringing in other demons just to eat them, then yeah. I'd bet it's acting on instinct.
Trying to live and be strong, even if that means eating its fellow demons. Why, that's positively alluring.
And how is that exactly?
You know how when it's late at night and you just know you shouldn't have that snack, but there it is and it's so tempting?
If it's been at this for a while, I bet it'll make for a pretty tough opponent.
Yeah. And if Velvet devoured it, she might become a lot stronger.
It sounds dangerous to me.
To feed or not to feed? That is the question.
Okay, we've got ourselves another quest.
Nether.
Let's get rid of a quest. The comedy. Who's left to
We were
be
hoping
doing
to
it
put
with?
on a comedy routine. Any way you can fit us
Yeah.
in?
I can, but folks in Ysolt are picky when it comes to comedy. You'd better know what you're doing.
I love a good challenge.
Wow, Rokurou. You actually feel like helping out?
Believe it or not, I've always been interested in theater. I thought it would be good for building courage.
I think you have enough courage already, but for now I think we should set your sights low. I'll do most of the talking, you just respond to me and follow along.
Okay, but if you start giving me some jabs, am I permitted to counterattack?
As long as it's not with your sword. That's not exactly reassuring.
Let's get going, Magilu. We've got a show to do.
Oh boy, I'm not sure about this one. Hi there! We're Magilu and Rokurou, a wild, rough and tumble pair! Magicazam! The weather's so nice in Ysolt, isn't it? Especially the sea breeze. Speaking of which...
Sea breezes are bad for swords. If you don't keep them polished, the salt will rust them.
I suppose that's good advice for any sword enthusiasts out there. But anyway, doesn't the air make you want to eat seafood? Ah, sashimi, fresh boiled fish on the shore, seafood bowls. So many kinds look so delicious, but...
And fillets, too. You can't forget those. Takes true mastery to be able to use a blade so finely. Every creature, not just fish, has delicious spots that make for perfect cuts if you know where to find them.
That's kinda gross, but okay. Some seafood that tastes good looks downright weird, you know? You've got octopuses, you've got swordfish, you've got...
Swordfish! Now, if there's one fish out there I'd love to duel at least once, it's that one for sure.
You know there's not much I can do with these sudden wild tangents, right?
No. You see, I was just making a gag about how I'm a swordsman, so a swordfish would be like my rival, you get it?
Oh, just shut up.
Oh, okay.
So you've got octopuses, swordfish, you've got those freaky deep-sea anglerfish. Some say the more bizarre-looking the fish, the better its taste. Maybe it's true. I love pufferfish, and they're really weird, round-shaped.
Speaking of round animals, I once met this round-looking guy named Armadillon. I'd never seen anyone so round before or even since.
Ah, I can't take it anymore! You're a nightmare to work with!
That turned out pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I feel like our material could have been better. What's your take on it?
I'll just say one thing. If nothing else, your partner was a convincing fool. I don't think he had to act much.
You think so?
No, you're just a free spirit nobody can hope to control. Your attention, please! I've tabulated the results and I've come to the conclusion that... you're all hopelessly unfunny!
I'm sorry.
I don't really care how it went, but when you put it that way, I get a little pissed off.
Anyway, that's why I'll be teaming up with Bienfu to take on Modulou.
Works for me! I'm ready when you are, Miss Modulou! Which bit are you gonna do? Your specialty, Cat Emperor? Or the surefire automaton assault?
Neither. We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder!
Which means that when things are at their peak, we're gonna hit the audience with lots of thunder, right?
Right. Thunder in the form of relentless ad-libbing, as much as we can possibly handle.
Okay! I'll scout out some local material we can use for our opening warm-up, too!
Great! You do that!
You two are really in sync.
Couldn't you two just have teamed up from the start?
It's almost like the whole thing was an elaborate joke just so she could have this punchline.
Well, now with that settled, let's make our way to Logres and meet up with Modulou.
Bah.
Okay, we got the final comedy off. I do think the Maglia Cross Eisen was the best so far, yeah. Right, what's on our side quest list now that we may have added more?
Bah.
Defeat the cannibal demon in Palamides. Where's that again? So it's at the end of here. I guess we could probably warp to it. I don't know.
Bah. Have to leave here first, I take it, or...?
You can warp to one of the entrances, I think, is of that town that got completely and utterly caked. The one that turned demon.
Okay, do you know what it's called?
Go to the next one. Next. It's Haria, isn't it? Yeah. So we're on the wrong side. No, we're on the right side of the wrong side. I'm not... And then going through there would get us to Palamides. So if we take the warp...
Where is the warp?
It's in the next area. I think it's down in the bottom fork. Well, there's the venomization monster.
Should we get it?
What is it? That's his butt. Okay, it's just a blob.
Blob.
Well, that's what we've come for.
I'll finish this now.
Right. Are they killable?
Yes, they're not. It's not a diet foe. They're just weak. Everything's just weak to ground. It doesn't seem that powerful.
But you
It's
died.
the demon-eating demon.
The more it eats,
No, the
the
more
more
it's-
ferocious
Oh, right.
it gets, right?
I'd rather not find out.
I thought that's what you meant.
Take it down, fast.
Why would I fight it?
I don't know.
Feel rumble!
Crash through!
I'm not.
No one down!
That's a really easy monster. What the
on,
hell was the
Millie.
point in that thing here? We only got
got-
41 experience.
Yeah, but look how much grade we got.
That's not even much, though.
Oh, I forgot to do all the gear from last time.
I don't know how, but we managed to beat it. It devoured other demons purely by instinct. Sounds kind of like me, doesn't it?
So you've eaten a few cows, or demons, whatever. When you're hungry, you eat. The only ones who put any moral weight on it are humans. Personally, I wouldn't sweat it too much.
I did just feed her,
What
by
are you
the way.
trying to say?
It's fine. I don't really care if I'm seen as a bad guy.
I don't really know how to put it,
Oh,
but
floppy kitty.
I sensed a kind of strength inside that demon. Like a determination to continue living. It was powerful and frightening, but I don't think it was bad.
Figures.
Well, that was rubbish.
Right.
The monsters outside this room are way worse.
Boat.
Take a look at this.
Ooh, we got new stuff.
Kitty crisps and Tesla fish scale.
Ooh.
Tesla's new product design. We completed Kresnik Island.
Off to
Scout ship
Tipo
departing.
Island. Equipment.
I've already done most of the equipment. Since last time on my journeys here.
I don't think I'll have anything else to master. No, nothing
No.
exciting. Right,
We can
Do
just
we
use a
walk
bottle to get out now, yeah.
back out.
Yeah. Right then, so... Where to next?
Low grass?
I guess. I don't know where the Shrine of Tranquility is. I know it was in a bowl, wasn't it? There's an Earth Pulse entrance at a bowl. There's that cats that we were talking to in Taliesin. There's a ton of
Taliesin
skits
has
there.
loads of
Taliesin's
stuff to
tons
do.
there. And that's on the way to a bowl.
Should I go to Taliesin then?
Yeah, sure. It's one of our quests. In the meantime, I'll pet this cat that's on my lap. Nope, she heard something then.
Meow.
Oh, hello again, Doctor.
Good day. May I order a bouquet? I need it this weekend.
A bouquet? Is it already that time again? You're heading to a ball again this year?
That's right.
A ball?
Same as always, Nico's favorites?
No, I'd like to order lilacs this year.
Lilacs?
I thought I'd tell her the news when I visited this year.
So, you finally decided to marry?
I have. I could never forget Nico. Not a day goes by where I don't think, if only I'd made up my mind sooner with her, then asked her to move here. She wouldn't have been there on that tragic night. And yet, I have to move on.
I think that's the right decision. We can't give up on our lives over those who have left us. We have to live. I'll make the biggest lilac bouquet you've ever seen. I'm sure Nico will be happy for you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Why a lilac bouquet?
Lilacs have a special meaning. A treasured memory.
I see. I hope his message reaches her.
Yes, I believe it will.
Gained a cat and Becca's jealous now, I think.
Nah, she's always on me. It's nice to see her being nice to you for once.
It's true, actually. She's a git.
I can't help it that she thinks I'm amazing.
Just you grew up with her. She grew up with you is more to the point. I was later in life daddy.
Stepdaddy Oliz.
No,
Bah.
true daddy.
Dream Daddy.
That's me.
Yeah, where are the... Oh.
I'm finally done cleaning up the house.
This house has plenty of room. We could add more to our family and still be fine.
But that means I'd have to work that much harder, too.
It won't be so bad. As long as we work together as a family, it'll be okay.
Yeah, and Zavid will help out too.
Yeah, that's right. We always help each other in times of need, just like the way Zavid does.
Aren't you the bossy one? But I hear you. We'll do it Zavid's way.
Yeah!
What?
I hope Zavid comes over to play soon.
Zavid.
We should ask them how they know him.
Yes, we should. I'll handle it.
Why should we ask that?
Dunno.
Seems a bit nosy, to be honest.
Yeah.
We just overheard their conversation, now question them.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but I was hoping you would tell me how you all know Zavid.
Oh, do you know Zavid too?
Yes, we have a history. I was passing by when I just happened to hear his name, and I thought I'd ask.
Oh, sure. Well, we feel like we owe him a great deal. I guess it all started when he kidnapped us.
Kidnapped you?
Let me explain. My wife and I, we were both chefs. And one day, Zavid showed up out of the blue and practically hauled us back to his home.
There, waiting for us, were Theodora and these children.
Theodora?
Yeah, Theodora. You know, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
These children had lost their parents, and Zavid and Theodora took them in. Then Zavid rushed us back outside. We were so startled by how sudden it all was. We had no idea what he was going to try to make us do.
But then he asked us if we could cook the children a meal that humans would find delicious. He said that Malakim enjoy eating the same kind of food as humans do, but they lack the skills or know-how to cook it.
At this point, how could we not help? We made them the biggest and best meal we could.
It was huge and delicious. The mabo curry nearly melted my face off.
The pasta margarita was the best. Well, I loved the peach pie.
But yeah, after that, we ended up stopping by the house a lot and started teaching Theodora some recipes.
We lost a child to a demon. Ever since, we've forgotten we could ever laugh. But Zavid, Theodora, and the children, they gave us a newfound joy in life.
From a kidnapper to a savior, then.
Exactly. Until they came along, we'd never even realized that Malakim have hearts, just like people do.
It's because they do that they fight alongside you exorcists against the demons. I see that now.
Right.
What was Theodora like? I love her. When I was too scared to sleep, she held my hand and let me sleep in her bed. She reminded me of my mom.
But Zavid was always so mean to me. One time, he even hit me upside the head.
You two were always roughhousing, being dumb and breaking stuff and getting hurt.
Hey, you wanna fight?
Come on, you two. Calm down.
It sounds like these kids were well loved.
Yeah. But one day, without any warning, Theodora left the house and went missing.
And Zavid went off in search for his love, leaving you two to care for the children.
He asked us to keep the kids safe until he and Theodora returned home.
We just recently moved here, where there's a port, because our old town was too remote.
All right. I think I get it now. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Zavid can be a bit rough and tumble, but he's a good man at heart. If he's in trouble, I hope you'll help him out. If not for him, then for the children.
All right.
No, we haven't done too badly by Zavid. I think anyway.
But we keep killing everyone, and he's got a strict no-kill
I know he's got a creed,
policy.
yeah. This creed.
He's got Assassin's Creed.
And we didn't kill his girlfriend, who's a dragon.
Ah.
People have been saying that the Lord of Calamity destroyed Mercio, but do you know anything about what happened?
Well, Mercio wasn't destroyed. It was more like taken over. All the people were driven out.
How are other towns holding up?
Well, there are more demons around than before. I'd say people are getting nervous.
Is the demon blight really spreading?
It's the worst it's ever been these past few years.
In that case, it's more important than ever that we settle Eastgand.
Eastgand has had the least trouble with the Demon Blight. More importantly, there's room here for so many to settle.
So, you want to build a new town?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the area around Lake Pernia. It's high up, but it's good land.
Ready access to good fresh water is a big plus. The soil is rich there too, so it'd be a good location for a town.
All right, now I'm getting excited.
Me too. It won't be easy, but in this world, what is? Besides, I want to do my part to help people.
Okay, last thing we'll need is ladies. We can't start a town without our better halves.
Before we plan our town, we'll need to plan for romance.
Don't waste your time.
What?
No woman will fall for a guy who whines about needing love or romance to make something of himself. If you want proof, look no further than the icy glares these ladies here are giving you.
Oh, that's scorn. I've never seen anything like it.
Still, it'll be lonely there with just a bunch of guys.
Speak not of dreams. Become them. I read that in a book once. People are drawn to those with conviction, who work hard to fulfill their dreams.
In other words, find passion in something, and someone will take notice of you.
A long time ago, I read that the secret to finding love is not to fall for someone, but to make someone fall for you.
Okay, let's do it. Let's make our lakeside town a reality.
Woohoo! The girls won't be able to keep their hands off us.
Yes. Motivations. Sure, that'll be fine. There's nothing upstairs by the look of it.
Ooh, there was something tendon.
Just a little bit.
I'm gonna look upstairs anyway.
But I could tell you there wasn't from above. There's the
Oh,
Mug
what's
Master.
this? Wine! Mmm, free wine.
You don't need free wine.
Free wine. Meow.
I do wonder if the writers of Tales games are just going...
Ah.
Theodora. She must be that white-horned dragon, right?
She must be. I don't see any other reason for Zavid to risk his life protecting a dragon.
To be living with human children who have gone through such trauma, the risk of exposure to malevolence would have been high. And yet she was willing to help them, to take them in. It's no wonder Zavid wants to save her.
But there's no way to turn her back into a Malak, right?
That's correct.
Which is why you feel you have to kill it. I don't disagree with your conclusion.
But
But I think you're going about it the wrong way.
how so?
No one would stand by and permit his former love to be killed before his very eyes. Even when said love has been irrevocably changed. If you could empathize with him and talk things out, I think you two can come to terms without having to fight.
For some things, Eleanor, emotion runs too deep for reason to be heard. If he was so easily swayed that words could convince him, he would already have killed that dragon.
But still...
I'm not in the mood to argue. Let's just go.
If only I could learn how to control those flames.
Yeah, there definitely could be a way of sorting this out. He's just like, nah, we've tried nothing. Let's kill it.
I know you guys. I heard you put a real dent in the Exorcist's strength.
I take it you're a Bloodwing? Got any new information for us?
With all the turmoil, there's a lot of noise out there. But I've heard one rumor that stands out. So there was this skilled Exorcist Praetor at the top of his game, yeah? Apparently, he got taken down by a Penyon.
Oh? And how'd this Penyon supposedly pull that off?
I know it sounds like I'm pulling your leg, but I'm serious. The Praetor said the Penyon attacked with arts of earth, water, fire, and wind.
The 4 elements.
That's not all. From what I hear, this Penyon sports red eyes and a golden coat. They call it Goldapin.
All right. So where is this Goldapin?
The attack happened in the Fegal ice caps. But I gotta
Fecal
warn you
ice
guys,
caps.
Goldapin is said to be an ominous creature that signals the end of the world. Listen, I'm telling you this for your own good. Whatever you do, you'd better steer clear.
Why would you say that? Oh, now we have to check this out.
So it's a penguin with red eyes, a gold coat, and control over all 4 elements? That must mean...
They're calling her Goldapin, huh?
I've seen a lot of things out there, but never anyone who has mastered all 4 elements. Excluding myself, of course.
Whatever she is, if she's taken down a praetor, she might be willing to work with us.
Or, you know, it could be a trap. This strengthens the case that she could be connected to the four Empyreans.
Either way, we should probably go and find out.
I'll send word to Jude in Iseult.
Hold on. That might complicate the situation.
We promised we'd let him know if we heard anything. I'm just staying true to our word.
Fine. But I have my own way of doing things too.
Right, the Figal ice caps.
The fecal ice caps.
The Figal ice caps.
Yes, the fecal ice caps.
The Figal
Yes.
ice caps.
Yes, the fecal ice caps.
Figal.
Fecal.
That's spelt differently. One is spelled F-I-G-A-H-L. The other is spelled F-E-C-A-L. Okay?
That one sounds
We've already
much
been
easier.
to the fecal ice caps. That was the Norman home. Right.
Uh-oh.
So I think we got to turn left here. And then there's that ladder. That's right. You do that on purpose, aren't you? And then there's that ladder there.
Ah.
That might get us to that thing is, because it's the cats we're looking for.
Come on, kitty. Lead the way there.
You can stop. She's not going to agree. She never agrees.
What?
She never agrees. Jump.